Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are visiting Battleship Cove, located in Fall River, Massachusetts. Battleship Cove is the world's largest collection of World War II era naval vessels, and it's home to the highly decorated battleship, the USS Massachusetts. Battleship Cove has an emphasis on naval heritage and a dedication to honoring the veterans who served in defense of our country. The organization is a living exhibit platform with a strong educational emphasis and an outreach message. Day visits, overnight camping experiences, and special events allow the public to immerse themselves in the exploration of the historic entities on exhibit and see for yourself the sacrifices made by both the military personnel who served on these amazing ships and aircraft and those who supported their construction and operation on the home front. The first big ship that we checked out was the USS Joseph P. Kennedy, Jr. It's a Gearing-class destroyer of the United States Navy, and this ship was named after Joseph P. Kennedy, Jr., who was a naval aviator and son of the former ambassador to Britain, Joseph P. Kennedy, Sr., and he was also the older brother of future President John F. Kennedy. This is now a museum ship, and some highlights of its service are the blockade of Cuba during the Cuban Missile Crisis and the afloat recovery teams for Gemini 6 and Gemini 7. It was decommissioned in 1973 and brought to Battleship Cove the following year.
This whole thing would turn to whichever side they needed to shoot. See the ship over there? Rockets. No, these are torpedoes. They'd shoot off and fly in the water. Yeah. Look, there's a torpedo right there. That's what was in there. Right?
Now we're going to head on to the USS Massachusetts, which is the largest vessel at Battleship Cove, and it's the centerpiece of the collection. It was the 7th ship of the United States Navy to be named in honor of the 6th state. It received 11 battle stars for World War II service and earned a reputation as a workhorse of the fleet. During World War II, there were no United States Navy personnel killed in action while aboard the Massachusetts, which is amazing and earned the nickname the Lucky Ship. There's a really nice little mini movie that you can sit and watch that will give you a really nice overview of the history of the USS Massachusetts, and I highly recommend checking that out. This ship is huge. It's 680 feet long overall. And at times there were over 2,500 officers and enlisted working aboard the USS Massachusetts. This ship was so big that it was very much like a floating city. It had a doctor's office, a dentist office, a barber shop, literally everything that you can need. They have it on this ship, and they have preserved it so well and have everything set up like it was when it was in action. And you can walk around and explore and look at everything, and they have a lot of things that you can touch and play with. Very kid friendly, but even if you don't have children with you, you will definitely enjoy looking at everything. This is an all-day event. You could take as much time as you wanted to and be here for hours exploring everything, reading all of the historical information that they have gathered. It is just truly so well done and such an amazing place. This is one of the original flags that flew over the ship, and I love how they framed this. It was absolutely beautiful. And this right here is a piece of the ship that a cannon shot through, and you can see right there. It's kind of cool to look at. If you're visiting around lunchtime, you can go check out the Morse Code Galley. They have a lot of food there, and the prices were actually very reasonable, but they have things like sandwiches, hamburgers, hot dogs, that kind of thing. They have sodas also, and we ate lunch there, and it was very good, and there was tons of areas for seating. They also have lots of vending machines available on different parts of the ship and the museum, so you can get a cold drink. You definitely are going to want to bring a water bottle with you if you can, because it is a lot of walking, and if you are there on a nice hot summer day, you're going to want some water with you. They do a lot of things with the Boys Scouts program, and they do a lot of overnight events. And so you'll see that they have all of these bunk beds. So you can definitely look into that. I don't have a lot of information on that, but I do know somebody personally that has a child in the Scouts, and they have done one of these overnight events here. So that's definitely pretty cool. And my kids had a blast climbing and playing on these bunk beds. They thought that that was the coolest thing ever. Here you can get a little sneak peek at the dentist and the doctor's offices that they had set up. They were even able to have an operating room if needed to do surgery on the boat. And if you venture down to the lowest level, you will find this room, which has the openings for the guns that are up on top of the ship. And this is where they could store the ammo and load the guns that would be sent up. And here they have set up the kitchen where most of the crew would eat. And so they have it set up with fake food that my kids thought was hilarious. And then you can see how they would have some stools here to eat on and then filled in the rest with tables. And hopefully you're visiting on a nice sunny day like we did. It is just so beautiful here, so peaceful, a nice breeze on the water. And like I said, you can take your time and explore almost every inch of this ship. They do have one other ship, the USS Lionfish. That's actually a submarine, and that is currently under renovation. So you cannot actually get on it, which was kind of a bummer, but we'll just have to come back and visit it another time. But there it is right there, and you can tell that they're doing a lot of work on it. And they do have a very nice gift shop also, so if you want to get a souvenir, definitely check that out. They even have one of the penny machines, which my kids love to do those penny machines and collect those anytime we go somewhere with one. There's also a building right next to Battleship Cove that has a carousel in it, and it's an indoor carousel. So if you have kids with you, definitely check that out. I think it was like $3 per child to ride it, and it was a very nice carousel. There's also a maritime museum, which I do believe is included with your ticket to Battleship Cove. However, we ran out of time and we did not have time to go check that out because we spent so long on the ships and checking those out. So maybe if you came earlier in the day than we did, I don't know. There was just so much to see and do that we just could not get it all done. But we had an absolutely amazing time here. It was very educational and we just enjoyed it so much, and we definitely want to come back again. So I hope this video was helpful to you in planning your trip to Battleship Cove. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. I do appreciate that. I also have a playlist on my channel featuring other interesting and fun places in New England to check out, and I would love for you to go check that out after you get done watching this video. Thanks so much. Have a great day, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye-bye.